Hey guys, it's Christy, and it's Friday, so today is our money and abundance reading. I'm going to go ahead and light our meditation candle and set an intention of the universe guiding us when it comes to money, abundance, and the law of attraction. So first I'm going to draw from our Money and the Law of Attraction deck, and then I will draw from the Ask It It Is Given deck and round out the message as I have all week with our mindfulness and self-care cards. So I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope you watched Monday's general reading and Wednesday's love reading, because it seems like we have a theme right now. Okay, so let's see what message the universe has for us. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a big old chunk of cards. Okay, so the first message is appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. Oh, I like that. When you focus upon what you want, when you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. And when you reach it, it will pull you toward all things that you consider to be good in a very powerful way. I love this when it comes to money and abundance, because I often talk about how you don't have to think about money to get money. You could just be in a state of appreciation or a state of love or a state of abundance. In that vibration, it includes money coming in. So I'm thinking that the universe is telling us that if we get into those appreciation and love vibrations, we are also going to bring into ourselves abundance and money. We got another card out of this deck as well, and it is, whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. Okay, well, this goes hand in hand with what we just heard. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. I feel like these two cards are meant to go together today. It's all about feeling your way into abundance, feeling your way into that money vibration, because money, what is the vibration of money? To me, it is happiness, it is freedom, it is a sense of joy, and a sense of being able to have the things you want, a feeling of worthiness. So the universe seems to be telling us that we need to be reaching for those vibrational essences of what money and abundance are. So love, appreciation, and when we're thinking about abundance or well-being, then you're filled with that positive emotion, and that's what brings into our lives the things that match it, because we are magnets. So it also says you may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of the subject you are on, because each subject is two subjects. You have the wanted and unwanted. So if it is money, if money is the subject, you are feeling the abundance end of the stick, or you are feeling the lack. And so we have to decide where we want to fall. And of course, we're all going to want to feel the freedom, the happiness that goes with abundance, actual vibration of money and abundance. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or the lack of one, always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. That is really important to remember when we're going through times when we're feeling the emotions of the lack of what it is that we want. So I feel like this would be a really good practice, is to write down, when it comes to money and abundance, what do I want and how does that feel? So you're going to write down, I want, $5,000 a month. How would that feel? It feels like freedom, feels like fun, feels like happiness. And then what are some thoughts that make you feel fun, happiness, freedom? And write those down. Then you have a reference. Anytime you're feeling in that negative place of lack, you could go back to what you wrote, discover the thoughts that are going to bring you the feelings that having what you want would make you feel. And then you already have it. So try that out as a practice. Make it a daily ritual. And, you don't have to spend a lot of time on it. And see what happens as you start to get into that vibration of abundance, of money, and of having what you want. And just living in that as much as you can. One day you may only be able to live in that vibration for a minute. The next day, maybe 5 minutes. By the end of the week, maybe you can live in it for 10 minutes a day. It's better than zero. So I would love to hear your feedback. If you do try this out as a practice, a daily practice, I'd love to hear how it helps you and what you notice in your life, if anything, if you put that into practice on a daily basis. Okay, now I'm going to draw a card from the Ask and It Is Given deck and expand on this message or give us a totally different message about money and abundance. So I'm excited to see what the universe has to tell us next. Oh, and again, here we go. I gotta go get it. OMG, yes, this is perfect. Okay, so I can accept myself as a vibrational being. We have been talking this whole time about getting into the vibration, getting into the vibration, getting into the vibration. But first we have to accept that we are vibrational beings. Once you begin to accept yourself as a vibrational being who attracts all things that come into your experience, once you understand the correlation between what you are thinking, feeling, and what you are receiving, you then hold the keys to get from wherever you are to wherever you want to be on all subjects. This is so important to this message and any message, is to first understand that you are a vibrational being. So then when you get into the habit of being in vibration with the things you want, you'll realize more of the things you want. But then you will also notice that when you were in the vibration of things that you did not want, those also came. So I think when we can look back or look, presently at our lives and understand how we've created our life, then we can begin to decide, okay, I want to create something different in my life. And so, it doesn't have to be anything huge. I always say small practices are going to make a big difference in the future. And in your now, just taking the time to show yourself the love required to practice these things is going to change how you feel immediately. Okay, our mindfulness and self-care deck message is: meditation is not about having another new self-help strategy, but providing a framework for seeing yourself more clearly, which is perfectly in line with everything that we've talked about in this message. We are vibrational beings, and sometimes the best way to get in touch with our vibrational selves is through meditation. And it's not just a self-help practice, but it is a practice that helps us see ourselves more clearly for who we are as vibrational beings. And then we can start to vibrate where we want deliberately and see more things come into our lives. So meditation, and then the practice of writing down the things that make you feel good and having what you want, how that would make you feel, and the thoughts that make you feel that way now. So try those 2 things out this week. Let me know how it works for you, and I'll see you guys on Monday for the general reading. Cheers, guys.